available experts, please report to room A9.
Hello guys, Exto here. Today I'm going to be going over the last two of these sorts of identification modules, Plant and Puzzle. Side note, Puzzle will be getting some extra songs added in. Okay, Mystery, I think it's called Mystery Journey. Yeah, this is Mystery Journey. We added, and at some point also the Phoenix Wright crossover. But I should be doing the tutorial now because the suffering method will not change between those. Anyway, let's start with the most early one, plant identification. This is based off of Plants vs Zombies 2, but it works exactly the same as other ones you've seen, like pickup identification or customer identification. Is like pickup identification, you'll press this and it will show you the image for a few seconds and then make it disappear again. And you had to find it and type in the correct name. I'm currently using the optimized manual, which puts them in order of the coloured borders. But you can also do this without it. They'll just will be a bit more clumped together. To be honest, it doesn't really matter which one you use. If you want the actual challenge, use this manual. If you just need to do the module, use this one.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
So let's start by clicking on this and see our first one. Okay, so it was silver border, or white border, and it was a purple mushroom. It was not this one. The circle bit was more where a mouth would be. It's this one, the puff shroom. Capitalization and punctuation is important here, so we would type it as uppercase PUFF dash SHROOM. Press enter. And we have one stage done. You have to complete 3 stages on both of these to solve each one. So let's do the next one. So same border again, but it's sort of a spiky pancake sort of thing. Spikeweed. Since there's no spaces and no other things, the only thing we would be careful of is the capital S at the start here. And the last stage. Again, white border. It's actually got lucky there, got 3 white border ones, so we didn't actually have to go back to the top, but you can have to jump around the manual sometimes. This is Lantern Cherry. So now you can actually use your keyboard as well to type the letters in, rather than using the on-screen keyboard. So, Lantern Cherry, press enter. And we have self-module. Unlike Pickup, there isn't any ambiguous ones. Like in Pickup, there is Butterbean and Wait What, but this one has no ambiguous ones, so there is only one correct answer per each one. Just make sure you have a good description of the plant thing. and make sure they get the spellings right of some of these, because like KTaNE, it might be one that might not be obvious when you say it out loud, but so clarify that first. But anyway, let's go on to the other identification, puzzle identification. I'm going to preface this first with note that the first two tracks are very similar. However, there is a good way to differentiate between them, or at least I found between them. There might be an earlier point, but at roughly about 30 seconds in, this goes duh, 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 duh. This one at the same point. Gets more high-pitched and twinkly instead. So if we get into these two, we have to wait for about 30 seconds to work out which one it's talking about. But again, for this one, you can press enter and it will show you, it will play the music from one of the games and a puzzle number. And we'll use the tables down here to type in the name of that puzzle from that game. All these games are, of course, Professor Layton games. So let's start. And you come off the bottom if you want the music to stop playing. So, not this one. Spectre's Call. Let's scroll down to Spectre's Call. And we're looking for puzzle 156. Which direction? The space, the capitalization, and the question mark are important here. So let's press enter. And we got one light lit up. Next one. So was this Lost Future? No. Broken Mask? No. Azran Legacy. We're looking for 14. Blooming Flowers. And finally, that was the da-da-da-da one, so this is Curious Village. So if you have Curious Village number 83, which is Too Many Queens 4. Again, you can use your keyboard for this one. And press enter. And let's start watching. So I was just finishing off the two identifications that hadn't been covered yet. Just say again, puzzle identification. We'll be getting some extra Layton games at some point in the future. But like, I think this one is going to be added at some point. I don't know about the Millionaire's Conspiracy one yet. But some more will be added, but from what I can tell, the solving method will not change. But anyway, hopefully you now understand how to do these two identification modules. Let's see you guys in the next video.